They wish. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. I say that in all my videos. I know y'all seen all my videos, so you know what I'm talking about. Let's get into this. I don't have time to waste. I think President Trump, and it's my personal opinion, I think he's going to win in a landslide. And let me tell you why. Because I know a lot of people may question, I don't know about that. I think he's going to win in a landslide. Because all the people who were frustrated, sick of the deep state, sick of politicians in 2016, back when I wasn't even, I just become a conservative in 2016. Candace Owens just became a conservative in 2016. A whole bunch of people who are very popular today had just become conservatives in 2016. Therefore, they had not been advocates. They have not been red pilling. You know how many red pillings are sprinkling out the internet since a lot of us have become conservative? Let me go back to 2016. People were sick of it. Sick and tired of being sick and tired of these fake politicians lying and despising and selling out our country. If you were mad in 2016, you are even more upset in 2020 with what the deep state has done, what these Democrats have done. You are far off at this point. I cannot imagine the enthusiasm in 2016 somehow just dying off in 2020. I can't imagine people who voted for Trump in 2016 wouldn't do it in 2020. I can't imagine that happening. Could it happen? Yeah, it could. Another thing is everybody have their house of cards, right? You have your house of cards made up. And it seems like, for me personally, that every time Democrats do something stupid, it knock a card down and it all goes away, and people begin to question and say, you know what? Man, I'm not fooling with these Democrats. For me, it was Barack Obama back in, I don't know, back in 2015, 2016. Not 2016, but 2015, 2014. Even back in 2008. Barack Obama had a streamline of anti-police rhetoric and sentiment. And while I was a police officer, I saw direct effect on everything that I did. And he would come on TV, give a statement, anti-police statement. Once the record is corrected by the public, he never came back and apologized, never said anything. He sent DOJ personnel to Michael Brown's funeral. Michael Brown attempted to kill a police officer. And you sending people to his funeral to give him condolences? I mean, that was my house of cards. Boom, it all came down. I said, God is my witness. I never support any politician that would not stand up for the men and women that wear the uniform. Nobody. I don't care. My mama came out and said, I don't like police officers. Well, mama, I love you, but I ain't fooling with you no more. That go for anybody. That was my breaking point. But you got to think, in 2016 now to 2020, there is tons of breaking points. The Covington kids. Just the way they treated them. 100% wrong. Jussie Smollett, all these other activists that have come out and have acted stupidly. Colin Kaepernick, all of these people forcing the SJW mentality down your throat bone has just made people tired of it. Then you talk about Brett Kavanaugh. Remember what they did to Brett Kavanaugh? Do y'all remember that? I mean, it was horrible what they did to him. The Democrats leaked Blasey Ford's information to the press. Then you know she was lying. That lady was a fraud. She was lying through her teeth. Lying. I don't know where it's at. I don't know when it happened. I wasn't there. Was I there? Everybody there saw it. Then everybody there said, we ain't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. It was 30-some years ago. Lady, you don't even know how you got home. You say you don't remember how you got home. There's no way in the world that you don't remember how you got home when you were 16 years old and you lived like 8 miles away. Did you teleport? If you didn't, you walking for 8 miles in the dark. That got to be a couple hours. That's if you just trotting and going through roads and you don't know how to get home. It took you a couple hours to get home and nobody noticed that you were gone that long? Nobody knows. You just snuck back home? And you had a couple drinks? There were no Ubers back then. I almost want to lie and say there was Ubers. There ain't no Ubers back then. You ain't no cell phones. Well, how did you get home? That would have been the most pivotal memory that you have. And that's consistent among people who get taken advantage of. Y'all know what I'm saying. The consistent belief or understanding is safety, right? You never forget the moment in which you felt safe again. And you're talking about walking for hours, 8 miles to your house after being taken advantage of, and you don't remember how you got there to safety? She full of crap, complete lies. And then other women made up lies, and then they end up admitting they were lying. That just broke. That's the house of cards for a whole bunch of people. You keep going, Russia. They said Russia for 2.5 years, spent all that money. Think about the people who actually believe that, who actually had their heart set on it, who watched people come on CNN and these fake news networks every day saying they got proof that Trump is going down. They seen it with their own eyes. Come to find out, they lied. You know how much it hurts you to feel like you've been lied to? Then you're like, if you lied to me about this, what else are you lying about? We can keep going. We keep going, ladies and gentlemen. The Ukraine deal. Most people saw what happened in Ukraine. Most people heard the phone call. But then Joe Biden admitted to a quid pro quo on camera. This wasn't speculation. This was on camera. He told them $1 billion of loan guarantees. You fired this prosecutor that happened to be investigating his son. You fired this prosecutor. I ain't giving you $1 billion of loan guarantees. And I'm getting ready to leave here. So he gave him a time period. They fired him. He gave him the loan guarantees. That's a quid pro quo. That is pay to play with another country. And then his son is off in Ukraine on the board of some company making millions of dollars with no experience. You know how many people got turned off for the Democrats? All this Black Lives Matter stuff, all this COVID-19, these cities shutting down, destroying people's businesses. Trump has let people see it. It's out in the open, man. Your liberal congressmen, your liberal mayors and stuff are doing this to you. The Chaz zone, defunding the police. You think people going to vote for Democrats that want to defund the police? If you were in the middle and reasonable and rational, a rational voter, you're like, there's no way you can defund the police. Not even defund them. Some of these people want to abolish the police. Crime rates in New York going up 300%. Shootings are out of control. LA. Y'all saw what happened at the Chaz zone. You go to places on the East Coast. Baltimore. You go to Chicago. Murder rates are out of control. Stuff is going haywire. And they haven't even begun the process of defunding their police department. You think people going to vote for Democrats? And then Joe Biden is the worst candidate they could ever pick. He got a little baby, you know that baby head? When the baby come out with a little fuzzy hair on the top? That's what he got going. Because when you're young, you got it. And then when you get old, towards the end, you start looking like a baby again. That's exactly what Joe Biden doing. He can't remember nothing. He's skipping subjects. He's jumping from here to here, trying to act like he don't want to talk about it. He want to go on to something else. Now you forgot. You forgot everything you was going to say. Now, there's nothing wrong with that if you want to run for president. Now, I don't even know if he's running for president, but that's what he's running for. Then you didn't pigeonhole yourself into saying, I'm going to pick a black minority as a vice president. You racist, sorry son of a gun. You get on the Breakfast Club. If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. Bro, you can't get any worse than Joe Biden. And y'all think that the 2016 cast of individuals that was sick of this BS is going to somehow turn around and vote for Joe Biden? Think about this, and I'm going to end it with this. The economy took a real bad hit with COVID-19. When we recover from the economy, you're going to vote for a president that want to raise your taxes? So you didn't already got killed during COVID-19 as your business. And then when you finally recover, you're going to get the heck tax out of you. To do what? Open borders? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody finna vote for these Democrats. The silent majority. Because, man, you call a poster, nobody knows if you're pranking or not. Man, you're not finna tell nobody you supported Trump. You don't have to. You're not finna tell a poster the truth. Some people probably want to tell posters lies so they can believe that the other person's going to win so we can landslide them. But you ain't going to tell them the truth. People don't even admit they support Trump. I wear my Trump hat. I wear my little mask because they make you wear it on the airplane. I wear my little Trump mask. People come to me, love the mask, love the mask. People of all races, love the mask, dude. 2020, solid majority. Man, they coming out, man. They coming out. They just don't need to say nothing. They don't need to participate in the polls. They're going to go and vote. That's what matters. They're going to go and vote. They're going to turn out. They're enthusiastic. They're inspired. And close to the election, they'll get more inspired. Ain't nobody inspired to go to Joe Biden's rallies. Joe Biden ain't even inspired to go to Joe Biden's rallies. So, ladies and gentlemen, the tearing down of statues, rewriting history, everything's a racist. Man, hey, look. White folks are tired of this stuff, man. Not the far left lunatics. I'm talking about white folks, the voters. The one that voted for President Trump. The one that voted for Barack Obama to get him in office. The active voters. They're tired of this stuff. They are going to vote Trump 2020. Mark my word. It's going to be a landslide. Write in the comment section, do you think B. Tatum is tripping? I want to hear from you because some people disagree with me. That's just my perspective. Make sure you like, subscribe to my channel. Visit the Officer Tatum store where you get all the cool merch. Y'all know what it is. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.